We're here at the University of Guelph campus at Creelman Hall, and one of the chefs today is going to make a really traditional holiday dinner for us. Let's head inside and check it out.
Today I'm going to be making a roasted chicken, stuffed roasted chicken. It's going to be with roasted garlic mashed potatoes and maple roasted root vegetables. So this isn't going to be like your typical stuffing where you can eat the stuffing after. This stuffing that we're doing is actually for flavor. So in our stuffing we've got lemon, there's some white onion, garlic, lots of herbs, so parsley, rosemary, thyme. So this is actually going to be the stuffing that we put into the bird. So as it cooks into the chicken, it gives it flavors. A lot of people struggle with tying poultry. So the method I'm showing you today is actually a bit of a trick. So there's skin there and there's a little bit of muscle too. So you just poke a little bit of a hole there. Now what you do is put the one leg through, and then we cross the other leg and we put it through that hole as well. You know, it's nice and close together, it's tight knit, so it's still going to roast evenly. So now I like to take it one step further and do a dry rub on it. So we've got garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, some cayenne pepper. I use dried parsley, dried thyme, and then salt, of course. You need oil in there to moisten the dry rub so it'll stick to the chicken for you. So you kind of have to use your judgment there. Like, you want it to be wet enough that you can rub it on the bird, but you don't want it to be too loose. So don't be shy with this. Get it in there, all the nooks and crannies as much as you can. So now we're going to get this into the oven. 350 degrees, and this will take probably about an hour and a half. We'll do a little bit of prep for our roasted garlic mashed potatoes. Most important ingredient in that of course is the roasted garlic. So we're just going to cut the top off the garlic, and that's just so we can get a little bit of oil into it. So I'm going to use canola oil again. I usually put a little bit of salt and pepper on it too. Just sprinkle a little bit of that on there, and then we just wrap it up. And we're just going to put that in the oven, and that can actually go in the oven with the chicken, same temperature, 350. Root vegetables I like to use for this are rutabaga. Some people call it yellow turnip. Rutabaga is the proper name for it. Carrots, and then I've got parsnips. So all of these three are like hearty root vegetables, so they pretty much roast at the same rate. They taste really good when you mix them with maple syrup, so that's what we're going to do today. Pretty healthy dose of salt, a little bit of black pepper. Don't be shy with the maple syrup. And then we'll do a little bit of oil as well. And we'll just spread them out. You want them to be lots of room so you can get a little bit of color on them, and so they roast evenly. All right, and now this is going to go in the oven as well. This is a cream I've had on the stove, basically just warming, and I've got thyme, bay leaf, and peppercorn in it, and that infuses into the cream as it warms up, and that gives our mashed potatoes even more flavor. First step is to cut these guys open. So I usually put a couple lumps of butter in the bottom of the food mill, and then yeah, we literally just squeeze the potato out. Probably put a little bit more butter in there now. And then the roasted garlic, so we just squeeze it. I just squeeze it into here, and then we can start running this through. Now for the next important step is the cream. It's a good way to get the pepper flavor into potatoes, and then you don't have the black spots, but you still get the spiciness from the pepper. Okay, I think our chicken is ready to come out of the oven, and we've got our our roasted root vegetables. Now I like to use a portion scoop for mashed potatoes. And I like to kind of stack these up a little bit. And then our chicken leg there.
Awesome.
So there's our dish.
Smells so good. The spices and the stuffing really come through in the chicken. I have to say I'm pretty jealous of all the students that get to eat at Creelman Hall all the time. For What's Your Dish? I'm Sadie Janes.